everyone, and happy Monday, and happy start to the week, and happy Martin Luther King Day. I decided to hop on here and do a video run. I have not done this in a very long time, so I thought that now was a good time to kind of come on here and video a little bit. In this evening, I wanted to show a little laid out idea haul of like what I've kind of gathered here and there from what I have at home, and from what I had stopped in quickly at like store runs and picked up. Friday I went into HEB and I did pick up a little bit of groceries, and so I added a few things that could utilize for going into this week, due to the weather and due to the cold and the Arctic that is coming down on us, and the freeze that's going to be happening. And so I picked up just a little few items, and then when I got off of work today, I actually went into Home Depot because I did use Google search, and I did kind of try to come up with finding ideas that you could utilize for keeping warm in case the power went out, and in situations that like for myself, I live in an apartment, and so number one, I don't have a generator, and number two, I don't even know how I would implement a generator even in my apartment. So it's kind of like those kind of ideas, and like how you would utilize staying warm if the power does go out here. And then other kind of prep things that you should always have on hand anyways in case of emergencies, like food and like water and things like that. So it's really not a whole lot, but I just thought I would jump on here and say hello. And yes, I have not been on and did videos and posted and added to my YouTube in such a long time, and I thought just now was a really good opportunity to work on that. And I hope that you enjoy what I show you. I hope you can, in I guess future, because right now it's a little bit too late because we all want to be home. I hope everyone is home, and I hope everyone is kind of utilizing their space at home, and finishing up with other preparations, and just getting cozy with your family and your kiddos and whatnot, instead of being out on the road, because it's really unsafe to be out on the road in these times when it goes below freezing and you don't know what the precipitation is going to be like. And so I just pray that everyone is just kind of keeping safe and hunkered down. And so I just thought I could share, a little bit of things that maybe for a next time, whenever there's another winter situation, or maybe this could help with, cooling effects for like in the summer, if you can, number one, keep insulated, keep, food ideas, or, lights out ideas. So it's nothing really elaborate. It's just simple, like tricks that I read about through Facebook comments when I have posts that I share in groups that I'm in, and different things like that. And then kind of just ideas I came up with as I walked down the aisles and saw things in my head. I said, okay, and I use Google a lot through microphone, and I do voice and ask questions a lot, so that I can get responses that kind of will help out with easy answers and ideas. So I'm gonna flip my camera around and hopefully kind of steer you away from the outside of this perimeter, because my house is messy, my house is a disaster, and we're just gonna not invite you into that. I'm pretty sure you could do without that kind of situation. So let me flip my camera around for you guys. Okay, here we go. So first of all, you could see I have this background of these Home Depot boxes. It's only actually 2 boxes. I picked up 2 boxes that are medium. They were just like something cents, I think, $1 something, maybe like that, I don't know. But I figured that's something that you can open up and break down, and you can utilize that into a window system. So yes, I probably would have needed more than 2 of these maybe, but in the dining room I have a smaller window than I have in my living room, because my living room is like kind of like double wided like windows. So I picked up 2 of these. I just, picked up, what I could, and without trying to go overboard, in spending, because honestly, the things that I grabbed and the things that I shop for and the money that I spent, I really have no business using that money right now, because it should be going and being saved to other things that are important as well. And not to say that our safety and protection isn't important, because it ultimately is. But like I said, I did go into Home Depot when I got off of work, and I picked up 2 of these cardboard boxes that we can try to utilize however we come up with. And I had actually picked up this thing right here that I saw. It's supposedly like exercise mats for like yoga when you have a gym or something, and this was the lesser expensive pack, and it was like $21.99 or something. And if need be, I will maybe open it if I feel like. I could carefully open it very carefully and try to just go ahead and utilize, trying to piece them into my windows. That's what I got this for, because I asked Google, would that be something that could be used as insulation into your windows? And so they said that would be yes, it would be. And so I snagged these. I think it's a pack of 6 tiles, it says, and they're foam, and so you put them together like those little puzzle piece mats. And so maybe it won't fit and cover my whole window, but actually maybe if it doesn't, I can actually maybe utilize maybe the boxes into the spaces that don't have it covered. So I just thought that was a good idea. If I don't utilize it, maybe I can kind of carefully seal it back up, and with my receipt take it back, and kind of that it didn't work or something is what I'm hoping. So but if I do utilize it, or if I choose not to return it, we can easily keep it in our storage. We can easily keep it for the next time something happens and we need protection to use these in some sort of way. It's always something that can be useful, right? And so so I'm gonna drop down to in this area right here. I did make a stop into the Dollar Tree. And one thing I'll say, that when I was in Home Depot, one thing I was looking for, but I wasn't going to be going to all these different stores trying to search. One thing I was looking for when I got these 2 things was I was looking for the Mylar. So the Mylar, probably blankets. I don't think they would have had those there, but the Mylar, sheeting or packages or something. But they had already been out of Mylar and tarps. So, and I think that I also read on Google that tarps aren't really that preventative, as they can help, they can kind of help, if you block off, areas in your room, but you want to get the ones that are insulated tarps. And so I was probably just going to go snag a regular old blue, traditional tarp, but if it would have helped, it would have helped in any way, but they didn't have any of those. And so I picked up these 2 items right here. And then not only that, I'll drop down to, I have another 2 items from Home Depot down below, but I will scroll down here and give you just basic rundown of ideas here. In Dollar Tree, I did find, of course, these little packages that you use as mail, and they're bubble wrap. And I picked up 3 of each, of this size right here and this size, because I did ask Google, now, is this a good thing that can be used as insulation to keep you warm? And they said, yes, it could be utilized through layers if you wanted to apply it within your clothing, or I would say if I were to apply it underneath just a little piece, even if whatever might help. If they're laying and sleeping on blankets, my kids, my boys, Nathaniel and Kyle, like I could put, one, right under the middle of their blanket. I know they're not big. It's just temporary stuff that I came up with. You could easily cut it down into strips and make it long, keep it into squares, whatever you might. You could easily, cut it down and, you could stuff it, like inside sleeves or inside the, front or the back of their shirts. Kind of like in between layers of their clothes or something or another. It's like a packing system, I guess, for insulation. If we do go out with power, and we go back and visit those times that were like back when we had the last freeze of 2021, and there's people out there that suffered, and they were just really they were dying, unfortunately, so sadly and horrifically, over being freezing to death. And so if you get in situations that's like, okay, we've been out with power for such a long time and it's really cold, at least there's these kinds of things that, you know, you can use, and you can stuff it inside of maybe their clothes, maybe have them put on a jacket and stuff it inside their jacket. So I snagged a couple of those. Didn't snag too many because, like I said, I can't really be spending a lot of money, which I kind of already did spend some money that wasn't absolutely necessary, you know, and I wasn't going to pay for the bubble wrap at Home Depot. It's like $20 or something paying for a whole roll of bubble wrap. And so I just snagged these at the Dollar Tree. I also, if you drop down, you see this wire rack right here I picked up at Dollar Tree. If you drop down again, you'll see that I have, you know, this tin down here, this muffin tin. There's two of them. They're from the Dollar Tree. And so this is the idea that has been circulated a lot through putting the tea lights in, you know, your muffin tin, that you could utilize that as a system, that it would probably take a little bit of while of time, that you can actually bring something to a boil, like water, or bring something to a boil, like if you're heating a can of soup. So that can be useful. Why not snag it? Just grab it up for $1.25. Okay. So I picked up, there was only 2 left. I got the last 2. And they say that within a small space, it can, you know, provide an X amount of heat, you know, within a small confined space of, so if the power were to go out and we're staying for a little bit of time and we notice that, okay, well, something else comes in play that I'll scoot over in a minute that might utilize with working with this too. But I picked up the wire rack because also you can put the wire rack down on top of the tin maybe, and then you could set, you know, things on top of it, like a cup or like a mug or like a can for, like, you know, ravioli or soup or something. So that was the idea and purpose behind this. It would be a little bit low for the rack to sit on top, I think, because it would still be directly with the flame. So I'm not too sure how that would actually go and play out, but I still just took it up anyways, the rack. I got this, which is actually a paper towel napkin holder, and this came into the idea of, if you take your muffin tin and your tea lights down inside, you can actually set this down on top of it like so, and this actually raises it up a little bit more, so you'll be able to actually stick your, you know, canned, you know, whatever that you're heating, like soup or water, in a whatever container to boil, like you know, kind of like in a mug or I don't know what you would use, but like just you would set it on top of this, and it raises it up more from the actual heat from the flame. So you could probably, I picked up those 2 items in that, you know, kind of demonstration. Of course, I picked up some batteries. This right here is only AAA batteries, because I actually have a whole pack of AA's that I picked up to kind of tie along with some Christmas gifts from, you know, for the boys that they got for Christmas. So I have that pack floating around in there somewhere along in some of the stuff I have here. And so I picked up AAA because I think I have some light systems that might take actually AAA, which it could be this one or it could be another one. But as you can see, there's also more things that, like, all these light systems we have gotten from Dollar Tree, and they're actually pretty bright, these little LEDs. You know, you just put them batteries back here, and this is what I've been utilizing each time that power would go out, when we had, like, you know, the hurricane weather, or the, you know, we've been out without power until it came back on. I hang this on the outside of my door where I have a reef at, where the knocker is. I kind of hang it up into there, and it actually would show a bright light out of this. So we have, you know, 2, I have probably 2 or 3 of these, but 2 of these, I have a few of these. I just don't know where they're all at, but these are the pop lights that go, you can utilize that if you need to go to the bathroom. Of course, you can utilize candles. I have candles around here. Just have to look around for them and where I've placed them and scatter them out and around it about. And this one is also one that's pretty bright when you put it out. I should have 2 of these, but I also have a long black flashlight that actually is a flashlight when you shine it forward, and actually it has a side to it that shines on the side. So there's a bit of flashlights we have here and lighting systems as well. If you notice down here, I do have this one. I don't know if this was the one that works still or if this was the one that was Nathaniel's. I think Nathaniel's was the black one. But this was from like a year ago or something where the boys got this for Christmas. It's a power bank. So if this is the one that was Kyle's, it's utilizable. So it's a power bank that I can actually go ahead and start plugging into the wall. At the moment, they got new power banks as well for Christmas, so we can start kind of plugging those in and getting them up and running. I also have, I will kind of show you maybe in a moment because it's over here in another area and I don't want to move the camera that way because it's messy. But it's one of the things I got from Walmart that's actually a portable. It's yellow and black, and it's a, you know, how do you call those systems? That's like a battery pack system that you charge, you let it charge all up, and it lets you utilize, you know, the jumper ends for your car if you need a quick jump. It has an air compressor. It has a little flashlight on there. It has little ports for the USBs for plugging in. So I have one of those, so I need to go ahead and plug that into before it gets too late. If you notice that what I said down here, I did have 2 more items from Home Depot, which is I picked up some, this was the last thing the lady said was what you could still get as something to use as a barrier or insulation. It's the painter's cloths. You can utilize that to hang, and I might, you know, open one up and try to maybe hang it, you know, over our front door to try to seal and keep out drafts from that door. I'm thinking of dropping it down from the ceiling as a blocker to kind of start blocking off sections of the apartment, like blocking off the hallway entrance, you know, like into the living room, blocking off the dining room side, and just hanging it from the ceiling and bringing it down to the floor if we go without power and it looks like it's going to be a bit of time. I can seclude us down into the space that is the living room. And so that's just a little bit of ideas. Here's another flashlight I have right here, this green one. It's fun. I like the neon color. This is other flashlight, this black one. I messed up my big yellow flashlight because I hit it on something, and it made, I don't know if I messed it up that way or just because I left the batteries in there and never took them out, if it messed up the batteries with like getting acidic or something. So I don't have my big chunky black flashlight that's for emergencies. And as you can see, yes, I said the liner cloth, paint cloths, and the painter's tape, scotch tape. I picked up those 2 things from Home Depot. I picked up another 1 jug of water just as emergency use. We have a case that I've kind of barely broken into a little bit of bottled waters over here. So we have some water here. I want to pan around and show you some other things I snagged from the Dollar Tree as well, and a combination of maybe a few things from H-E-B. So I think that I needed to get toilet paper anyways, but I went ahead and grabbed this 4-pack just to have on hand of toilet paper. I grabbed one of these meals that's just like the noodles. I mean, it may not be, unless you can get water to boil if you wind up not having power, but this is an instant meal that maybe I can utilize. I got the boys the cup of noodle ones that are right here. I got, you know, from H-E-B, I picked up this small pack of like trail mix, which is nuts which has the nutrients, which has the protein, it has the things in there that can help. There's your basic, like your 2 cans of tuna, which I have another can, but you know, canned tuna is a canned item to have on hand. So is peanut butter. So I have bread over here too, a loaf of bread. I'm not gonna pull all the different things that I have. I have other snacks that I picked up when I went on Friday to H-E-B, like little box of like snack crackers and stuff. But H-E-B, I picked up this one that's like the little snack sticks that are like jerky that gives you your protein as well. And so I picked up also just for fun and kicks, because one year for Christmas, which was probably last year, Kyle and Nathaniel, they got this little you know, tabletop little stone type of, you know, heater thing, mini fire pit thing that you can utilize. You can roast marshmallows on there. So don't know, I have to look at it again. I don't know if that actually runs with electricity, but I don't remember, but I'll look it over again. But if it doesn't, maybe we'll find a way to utilize this stuff. But I picked up these things for that purpose. And maybe with it being cold, we can have that. We can even have it before the power hopefully doesn't go out. But I picked up, you know, these jumbo marshmallows and the Hershey bars and a box of graham crackers. I picked up a box of Pop Secret popcorn that I can maybe pop a bag, maybe try, you know, later this evening, and then we could just have it on hand. Popcorn as a snack. I picked up a treat for myself. Yes, I picked up these little truffles right here that are, you know, out for like Valentine's Day. That's from Dollar Tree. And I picked up this chocolate bar because the chocolate bar said red, and so it made me think of Taylor Swift, of course. So I'm always having that song in my head as well. Back when it was red, or loving him was red. So yeah, if you know, you know. And this is also something that is a backup emergency prep for mom, because yes, you get these little instant, I drink instant coffee, so you can utilize these. Actually, I don't know why I actually bought this, because I got the wrong ones. I should have got the other ones I think I got these from H-E-B. I shouldn't have gotten these, because I should have got the ones that were supposed to be cold. The cold ones. I had gotten a box the last time we had a power out that was from, you know, the store. It was the Dunkin' brand, and it was for cold brew. So I don't know why I picked up, I don't know why I picked up this one. But I don't know if you can make instant coffee making it cold like this, but I guess I messed up on this. I'm not too sure. You can let me know in comments of the video or whatnot if I was supposed to pick up this one or the other one. But I did pick up a box of these little pods of creamer for, you know, if the power does go out. And actually, I never picked up another creamer for myself, so I'll probably be utilizing this box of creamers for my coffee. It would probably be smart. I don't know. It's just like, I'm not too sure about that one. But anyways, I hope that, you know, this kind of thing kind of helped you out a little bit on preparation. At the moment right now, I already made dinner in the oven. Like, I put popcorn chicken and waffle fries in the oven, but I also have running on low a pot of stew. Like, I, you know, started a pot and I put in, like, I chopped up some potatoes and sweet potatoes, and I put like these peppers, and some of these things are things I got out of churches in the food banks, like the food, like the church drive food stuff. I had some of these things left over that are still good, and so I, you know, am utilizing that along with the divided. I had gotten before too from one of the food drives a giant pork loin that I had kept in the freezer, and I recently pulled it out like maybe last weekend, and I started cooking it like last weekend or so. And so yes, I'm utilizing that for making the stew, because I cut it and I divided it into sections, and I have them packaged in the freezer. So I pulled one out, put it in a pot of water, and with potatoes and with some peppers, and I seasoned it with this little box of like bouillon powder, chicken bouillon, little packets that I got on clearance at H-E-B. So yes, I just hope that you enjoyed this little vlog style for emergency prep during an Arctic, kind of, Arctic front happening. And let me flip my camera back around and I will close out my. So yes, I hope you enjoyed what I presented here. I'm sorry about the dark light. I don't have a light in my dining room due to situations that the maintenance has to still work and repair my ceiling that's up here. And yeah, it's just like everything's just lovely here. But also, it's not just everybody, it's just myself too, not being productive and not working on things like I should be, not tending to my house in the proper way. And so yes, it's just a major scene over here. So I hope you enjoyed the perspective of a single mom that is just raising her 2 kids on her own. They're of course teenagers right now, but the process of how we are gonna utilize in this instance of this freeze and in this storm. And so I just hope that this helped anybody out there to kind of get a good idea or perspective on how you can maybe prep while you're in an apartment or something in situations like this. So I hope you enjoy and you have a safe and a warm, cozy, protected and blessed evening. And we will all come back in on tomorrow and just see how everyone is doing. And so I will close out right now, and I hope you guys have a lovely and wonderful evening. Bye.